Into the NFL playoffs. 2 weeks left. We got some teams that are fighting to get in. Some teams look on the outside looking in. Some teams that are in that may be out. Let's talk who we think is in, who we think is out.
All right.
Right up here, we got our teams that are in the hunt. Some of these teams are out, some are in.
Let's go AFC first.
AFC?
Yeah. So right now on the inside we got the Texans.
Steelers are in.
Steelers are in right now. And then looking in, we got the Titans, we got the Browns, and we got the Raiders. So what? Texans and Titans still have one more matchup.
They do. Week 17, Texans, Titans.
Right now, the Texans have a 1-game lead over the Titans. I don't see the Texans losing this week. Titans have a tough matchup. I think the Texans are going to take the division.
If Texans win this week, Titans lose. Texans secure that.
Yeah, they'll
AFC South
secure the division. Will they pass the Steelers? Maybe. I think I would love to see that. Honestly, I'm kind of excited about the Titans. Just they've been waiting so long for like a quarterback to actually show up and lead them. And Tannehill's been doing that. They've had the defense, but now the offense is there. So it's kind of fun to watch. The Raiders and Browns kind of just threw them up there for fun. I mean, I don't see either of them having a chance. They're both dumpster fires.
They're in the hunt by default.
Yeah.
That's basically how it is. They're in the hunt by default.
Just because of their record, not because of their play or anything. Yeah. I mean, the Browns have just nowhere close to the amount of hype that they should be. Like, their potential's, like, through the roof, and they're, like, on the floor. It's bad. Odell and a bunch of other players are begging to get out of there. Something's going on there. They're not making the playoffs this year, which is unfortunate for their fans. Because everyone thought they would. The Raiders looks good for a little bit, but just over the past, 4 weeks, they've just been choking big. They had a huge opportunity at home this past Sunday. They had 2 minutes left in the game. Derek Carr's driving down the field. He's walking down the field holding up an O for Oakland, This is the last game in the Coliseum.
He was a man of the people, we'll say that much.
He was a man of the people. If you would have just saw that clip, you would have been like, the Raiders won. But they didn't. They choked away against Minshew Mania.
If you thought the Raiders won, you've been bamboozled.
Yeah, they didn't. And a 34-3 loss to the Jets earlier in the season.
To the Jets.
The Raiders aren't making the playoffs this year either.
They're not. They're just not.
So I guess what it really comes down to is that final playoff or the final wild card spot between the Titans and the Steelers.
If we're predicting the AFC, I got Texans in. I got Titans out. I think Texans and Steelers are in. Titans are out. I think just because the next 2 weeks the Titans have two very difficult opponents in the Texans and the Saints this week. I just think they got dealt the bad hand of cards, and I think the Steelers are going to slip in. So I think Texans will end up 4 seed if they win the South, right? And then you got the Steelers and the Bills in the wild card.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to disagree. I got the Texans taking the AFC South. I'm gonna have the Titans take that final wild card spot. I like them too much. I don't see enough potential in the Steelers' offense.
I would say that much. I would rather see the Titans in the playoffs because I think whoever they play, they'll have a better chance of beating.
You're right. Yeah.
So if the Titans end up a 6 seed, they'll play the Bills. I think that's a much better matchup. Or who would be the Bills would be 3 seed, right?
No, Patriots would be 3 seed.
No, Bills are a wild card. Patriots, Patriots
Chiefs would be 3 seed.
Chiefs would be 3 seed. So it'd be tight. Yeah, I give the Titans a better chance against the Chiefs than I do the Steelers with the Chiefs.
Oh, absolutely.
So I would much rather see that matchup. I just don't have enough hope for the Titans to get there because of their final two matchups.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
So we'd have Texans and Bills and Steelers Chiefs.
Yeah, currently.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
We'll see how that plays
this
out.
week and
Yeah, this week will really
shape it up.
Yeah, it will shape it up.
We'll have a much better understanding of who's going to be in, who's going to be out, and what the matchups are going to look like after this.
Yeah.
This week of games.
Let's talk NFC.
Cowboys, Eagles, Rams.
That's not a fun list.
No,
That's
two of
not
them
a
are in the
fun
same
list.
division.
And one of them they just don't deserve the record they have right now.
No.
The Rams.
Yeah, no. The Rams don't. Really? The Rams have to win out, and
They do. They have to win out.
I
And
believe the
if I was listening to
Niners
correctly,
have to lose out. No, they would
no,
just
the Niners are in.
No, the Vikings would have to lose out.
Yeah, the Rams have to win out. So someone else has to lose out. I don't see the Rams winning out.
I don't. No. I think the Rams are going to be out of the playoffs. I don't.
This week, I think it's over for
Yeah,
the Rams.
they've been playing terribly this year. I don't know what happened to the Sean McVay experiment. I don't know if like Belichick ruined that with the Super Bowl last year. I don't know. I guess we'll find out next year.
I like McVay. I don't know what happened this year. I think he's going to be a great coach, youngest coach in the league. It's just a difficult season.
Right.
Then it comes down to the Cowboys and Eagles.
And they're not winning a wild card spot. This is for division.
It just baffles me that whoever wins this division is most likely gonna. Well, they will host a playoff game, and most likely to the 49ers.
Right.
The
Yeah.
49ers, who are probably going to be a 12 or 13 win team, maybe going to Philadelphia or to Dallas. That just drives me insane.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. But I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen a terrible team win their division. I don't remember how many years ago it was, but we saw the Panthers win the NFC South with like a 7-9 record.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything can happen. But I think the Cowboys are going to win the division. They already have a 1 win over the Eagles. Right now, they're currently tied in the standings. So another win over the Eagles. Did they play them this week?
Cowboys Eagles play this week.
Yeah. So the Cowboys are going to clinch the division this week.
Yes. We can only predict because we have no idea what the Cowboys may do.
The Cowboys may
completely
revert to
collapse
their
this
old
week.
form, what they were doing like the previous weeks. But yeah.
Now, if the Eagles do win this week, week 17, Cowboys host the Redskins, and the Eagles are in New York for the Giants. So anything can happen there. Anything can happen.
This is about to be a wild finish in the NFC East.
This is.
Yeah.
In the worst division, the worst division is the playoff run we all get to take in.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts about the NFL playoffs coming up?
No, we got the Patriots could be in doubt of losing the number one or the first round bye.
Yeah.
Depending
on what the Bills do.
Depending if the Bills beat them this week, then and the Chiefs win,
yeah,
the Chiefs would take over that spot because they beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Bills are only 2 games behind the Patriots. So if the Bills win out,
no, they're 1 game behind.
I
think the Bills have 10 wins. The Patriots have 11 wins. I'm looking standings right now.
Can't do that. Well, even worse, the Bills could, if the Bills win out and the Patriots lose out, we could see the Patriots in the wild card spot.
We could, which I don't know if Patriots should be too concerned about being in a wild card spot, unless they have to play the Texans. I think the Texans are the only threat to the Patriots in the first round.
Those mobile quarterbacks.
Yes. Yeah, you got Patriots 11-3, Bills 10-4.
So yeah, it's gonna be a tight race,
Yeah,
but
it will be.
we'll
We're
see.
excited. We'll have more to come when the playoffs come around. It's gonna be fun. We'll do our best to have the best content NFL playoffs wise. With that being said, let's close it out. Thanks for watching Elevated Sports. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, hit the notification bell. Be reminded of when there's new videos coming out throughout the whole week, every day.
And hit the links below to subscribe, to follow the podcast, whatever you do with it. You can stream the podcast on Spotify or Apple Music and
Apple Podcast.
And
Apple Music and
Apple
iTunes,
Music.
you know, all that.
and Spotify
Yep, all right.
and everything your heart desires.
This
And
is
it'll be delightful.
Way longer than it's supposed to be.